So here I'm going to touch on some of the other workspace locations that you should consider after you change your fonts. So the first place you might want to look are all of your cell libraries. You'll want to open up each cell library and then review each cell model to check for font use and remap legacy fonts appropriately to whichever fonts you're switching to. Another area you're going to want to consider are custom line styles. You may have custom line styles that have fonts embedded. These fonts will need to be replaced with the fonts that you are switching to. Another area are your title blocks. You may have title blocks that are referenced by the workspace that use old fonts. You'll need to take a look at each one of these title blocks, review the fonts that have been used, and replace them with the fonts that you're switching to. So this could mean changing the font here in the properties for each one of the text nodes, or you can switch them to text styles. You can utilize your element selection tool to go in and select all your text and then assign a new font name in bulk or a new text style in bulk. In this case, it looks like it's using different text styles or different sizes for the different text on the sheet. So in that case, you may want to utilize the remapping tool inside of the text style dialog. So you would just select the text style that you want to edit, select remap elements, and then choose the destination text style that you would like to switch it to. Element templates are another area you'll want to check. Terrain model element templates will often call out a text style for contour labeling, as I've shown marked in these red boxes. So you would want to go in and make sure you're using the correct text style there. Element templates can also be used for annotation or everyday drafting. So this could also include text styles, which I'm showing here, just adding in a text style or a text style override. If those had already been added to the element template, you would want to go in and redefine these to the text styles that use the correct fonts. Your text style should already be changed, but if not, you would want to review all of your text styles and make sure that the correct fonts are being used. Another area are your text favorites. When you're creating text favorites, you have the option to choose a text style, which will automatically set all of these settings for you. You can also set these settings manually, or if you choose a text style, you can override some of these settings by changing them manually over here. So you really just want to make sure and click on each one of your text favorites that you have and make sure that you have the correct font. Another area are going to be your annotation groups. Text styles can be set in the annotation groups. This is optional, and these will override the text style that is set in the text favorite. So you'll need to go through all of your annotation definitions and make sure that the correct text style is being pointed to if applicable. Dimension styles are another area to check. So you'll want to go into your dimension styles, review each style, and in the text tab, you'll want to make sure that the correct font or text style is being pointed to. And the last area that I'll touch on are seed files. This could be a sheet seed file, a drawing seed file, or a design seed file. What you can do in a seed file is you can set the default font that be used for that seed file. So if somebody goes in to place text, this font is going to be the default font that automatically appears. This is set by going into the text editor dialog and making sure that you have the correct font appropriately selected.